Hey, what's up guys? Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're doing a 3-part series on making the world's best barbecue smoked queso nachos. We're gonna be smoking hot and fast a Boston butt. We're gonna be smoking a block of cream cheese with Mexican seasonings all over it. And then we're gonna be smoking a big pot of smoked queso dip with the smoked cheese, and then we're gonna put all that together and we're gonna put that over the smoked Boston butt. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be a busy day. Y'all make sure, stick around, because we're gonna get to that right now. What's up guys? We're out here at the griddle doing a little bit of cooking work for part 3 of our 3-part series. This is the grand finale of how to make the world's best smoked queso dip. We have our butt about to be done so it can rest. While it's resting, we're gonna put our cream cheese in the smoker and let that smoke. Meanwhile, I'm getting everything ready to go into the queso, and something that most people don't do that I like to do, because it just seems to add just that little bit of extra something or another, is I am going to cook my green peppers and my white onions on my black top. That way we get that sweet caramelization flavor that you can only get from onions and peppers after they've been seared a little bit, to get that caramelization. So we're gonna go ahead and get that going now, and then we'll be setting that aside and getting ready to go in the queso right before we stick it into the pit. All right, so you always wanna cook your peppers first. So this goes whether you're making it for queso or cooking a Philly cheese or whatever. The peppers are gonna cook a little bit slower than the onions, and if you throw the onions on at the same time you throw the peppers on, you're gonna have a little undercooked green onion and maybe a little overcooked white onion if you try to cook it till you think the peppers are where they should be. For this one, I'm using 1 packet of Smithfield Premium Sausage Hot and 1 packet of the Hometown Original. I don't want it to be too hot, but I like the spice, but not everybody that's gonna be eating likes the spice. So that's just something to think about when you're making yours. You don't always have to use hot sausage. Most people do, but you don't always have to. You're just weird if you don't. No, I'm joking. Another benefit you get by cooking these onions and peppers before you put them into the queso is that you get to season them a little bit, which if you just go straight into the queso with your onion and peppers, you don't get this layer of flavor. And so really all I'm putting on them is a little bit of garlic powder. And that's about it. It is gonna give just a little bit of extra though. A little extra makes all the difference sometimes. If you're cooking this sort of stuff right here when you're hungry, it's torture. Just in case you did not know that somehow. Oh, it smells so good. All right, so everything came off the griddle. We're gonna try to do the catchy thing, the trendy thing that everybody's doing, where we try to keep it divided up a little bit, but I can't make any promises because when I get hungry, things get a little bit sloppy. All right, so we're out here. We're about to slam our queso into the pit. The last step, the coup de grace, the thing that sets this apart from everybody else that you're gonna find on the internet right now, as far as I've seen anyway, is the fact that we are smoking our cream cheese before we put it in the smoked queso, and then we're smoking it again. And it's just gonna be next level. You can see that this stuff come out exactly how you want it. just falling apart already. So it's gonna be great. And don't think that I'm not about to keep a small piece for Mr. American Smoke over here. We're gonna leave this in there and we're gonna stir it every 15 minutes. One last look, that way we can get a good before and after when we stir it. It's gonna look a whole lot different here when we look at it in about 15 minutes. All right, so we're out here at the pit and we are at the first 15-minute interval mark on our queso. And what we're about to do is about to pull it out, give it a stir, and it's gonna go from a bunch of individual ingredients to just one juicy, melty pot of goodness. So, and then we're gonna cook that together for another 45 minutes. The important thing is not to drop it. Let's get in here and have a look at this stuff. I need to tell y'all a tip of why you can't see the sausage. You always want to put your tomatoes or something on top of your sausage. Otherwise, the first 15 or 20 minutes that it takes you to get it ready to stir is going to dry your sausage out, and it's just going to take away from the quality of the meat. So let's get this stirred up. Take the cream cheese, the cream of mushroom soup, the Colby Jack, the Velveeta, the Rotel, the 1 pound of half spicy, half medium sausage, and the caramelized peppers and onions. It's just, it's almost too much. It's like when the good get it better. You know what I mean? It's like, man, why does he get all that? Why does his friends get all that? That's not fair. I should be getting all that. Well, guess what? You can. It's not too hard. All you got to do is go out and get yourself a pellet smoker. You can even do this in the oven, in a crock pot, whatever you want to do. You might not be able to get that smoky flavor. I tell you what, you go get you a smoke tube. You can get smoky flavor on stuff and not smoke it and then cook it in the oven. We might need to make a video on that. And it's not gonna mix up perfectly at this point. Really, you're just sort of trying to meddle it together. And you're gonna notice I use a big pan here. The reason I use the big pan, it's not because the ingredients wouldn't fit in a smaller pan, it's because I want this surface area. I want this surface area so that as it smokes, more of this cheese and more of this, everything that's in here gets exposed to that smoke and picks it up. If you cook this in a cylinder of some kind, you're not gonna get no smoke flavor hardly. All right, let's get this back in the smoke. Quick look. It's finally happened. Our cheese dip is in the house. Queso dip, depends on how redneck you are. If you're fancy, you call it queso. If you're redneck, you call it cheese dip. That's what I grew up calling it. I just recently learned it's called queso. So we're cooking some queso cheese dip here. And you can see it's just a perfect consistency, beautiful, beautiful dip. And you can see the Boston butt turned out fantastic. We're gonna do one more trick. I told y'all at the beginning of all this that I was cleaning out my spice rack and I was using what I had. This is what I had left. I'm gonna pop that, man. I'm just gonna pop it. Always not a bad idea to give it a little extra pop right there at the end. Really just blow people away. All right, so we're about to just check it out and see what we're dealing with here. We're about to just dig in. Look at that. You got that layer that's just been soaking up the smoke on the top. You just want to mix that in. This is the last mix. You definitely don't want to serve it without mixing it, I don't think. That way you mix that smoke into the cheese. The consistency came out perfect. This was at 300 degrees for about an hour. It's just the aroma. I'm still looking for that scientist to reach out and contact me, say, hey, I figured out how to make smell go through a YouTube video, because we're gonna be rich. So that's it. If you've watched all 3 parts of this series, we did a hot and fast 300-degree butt, which we wrapped in foil to speed it up even more. Turned out beautifully. We smoked cream cheese to go into the cheese dip to just impart more smoke flavor into the cheese dip than would have even been possible otherwise. Then we mixed it all up, cooked our cheese dip, came out perfect. The butt's sitting here. Now all we gotta do, add the nachos. Y'all can't see this, but I'm surrounded by people chomping at the bit, waiting for this stuff. So it took me a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. Sometimes it's the time that you put into it that makes it worth it. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, become a subscriber, and hit the notification bell. That way you can know first when I put out new content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video.